I built a Dance Dance Revolution pad that can play Subway Surfers, and then I had my family compete in a game for a cash prize.
What the?
Arcade games from the 80s and 90s like Street Fighter and Pac-Man are nostalgic and iconic. But compared to games today, it's clear to see how limited the technology at the time was.
So I did some research. What arcade games actually get the most foot traffic? It's the ones that are the most interactive, where people are moving and competing and everyone just has to stop and watch. So I took that information and I thought to myself, which arcade game could I innovate? Dance Dance Revolution. I take the mechanics of playing with your feet and apply it to a game everybody knows, Subway Surfers.
Now turning that idea into something you can actually step on was the hard part. I started by designing the platform and making this 3D model online. I used the dimensions from Dance Dance Revolution pads as inspiration for my build. Once the measurements were locked in, I went to Home Depot, bought all the wood, and took it to my friend's house because he had all the right tools to cut it. And after some puzzling, a lot of wood glue and spray paint, and a bit of patience, the building was complete.
This is the panel that will actually be stepped on. It's made of a clear material called polycarbonate, which is 200 times stronger than glass. This could literally hold the weight of 2 sumo wrestlers on each other's backs. So yes, even your mom can play on my dance pad. But the structural integrity of my build was one thing. The next obstacle was the wiring and the programming. Underneath each of the clear panels is this, a pressure sensor that sends a signal every time that one of the panels is stepped on. For each of these sensors, there's 2 outputs. The first one is the LED strip that corresponds to that clear panel. The second output is to Subway Surfers, telling it which action to make in the game.
To better explain it, imagine each clear panel as a giant keyboard key, and when they're pressed with your foot, they send a different letter to Subway Surfers. And in Subway Surfers, each letter is mapped to its own move. So after some soldering, a bit of coding, and some very intense testing, I was ready to host the game. For this game, everybody got 3 runs, which in theory sounded simple enough. We had players from toddlers all the way up to my grandparents. It was cool to see how everybody had their own style. Some people got a little too into it. And others brought whatever this is. And having a family this big, there were definitely a few distractions. But at the end of the day, the score still mattered because I did bring a few cash prizes. The first prize was a surprise award called the Lightest Touch. I didn't tell anybody about it because I wanted it to happen naturally. It went to the person who was the softest on my equipment, and the clear winner was my cousin Owen.
Thank you. For you, yes sir.
The second prize went to the person who got closest to my secret score. Before I started the game, I wrote down a secret score, and whoever was the closest to it, above or below, won that prize. And the person who got the closest was my cousin Audrey.
So that one's for you.
So fun.
Good job.
The final and biggest prize went to the person who got the highest score combined. Since everybody got 3 runs, we added their runs together, and the person who got the highest score overall was my sister, Andy.
If you guys want to see a full uncut gameplay, there is a video on my channel. Technically, I'm a world record holder because I have the longest run on Subway Surfers using a dance pad. If you think you could beat my world record, comment down below what score you think you can get to. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next project.